as much as I loved hearing that Harper Lee novel come to life, we do have Brenda Radney, Miss Bren from the Shabooms on the line.
Woo!
Shaboom.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, so how are you good from last night, or are you recovering today?
I actually had more energy than I expected, and I did like 7 shots. I don't know where all that energy came from,
Did
but
you
I'm
sleep
fine.
really hard?
Well, I went to bed at 3 and I had to be up around 7 with my kids. So no. I'm just running on fumes, I guess.
She's just tough.
Oh man.
Dude,
That was such a great set last night, though. I mean,
Hell
I was telling these guys about you guys the week before, and I was telling them, I was like, listen to the music, but when you see the show, like it takes everything recorded and just blows it out of the water. You guys,
It's really hard to have it translate on a record. You know what I mean? Because it is pure energy on stage, and it's like, I feel like depending upon who we're working with, like who's producing the record, it's a different vibe. I don't think we've captured the live sound yet.
Yeah.
But when the EP comes out, I think it's probably the closest to what we've been wanting it to sound like. So, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. We're getting there.
oh, you got a new one coming out?
Yeah, we're I originally thought it was going to be like within the next few months. It's looking like it's going to be a little bit longer than that. But yeah, we're putting out an EP. So a few of the songs that we played last night are going to be on that EP.
Okay, so it must have been the ones I didn't recognize before.
EP.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be
yeah.
a masterpiece, right?
I would like to think so.
That's why it takes a little bit longer to master it.
No
you know?
pressure. No pressure. Well, the crazy thing is that we've been working on this for 2 fucking years.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I got pregnant and COVID and life.
yeah,
and all
life
that shit
happens.
happened, you know?
Yeah.
I could definitely see it being hard to translate to an album because you guys live are so good.
Oh, yeah.
It was
thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. And we work hard. I was joking last night. I didn't realize I've been in this band 9 years. It feels
Wow.
like yesterday.
That's
So
so
we've been
crazy.
just grinding hard, you know, and it's like, I mean, obviously it shows, and I'm glad that people appreciate all the work and blood, sweat, and tears we put into it. But really, at the end of the day, it's for you guys. It's all about you guys. You know, it's about the response and how that makes us feel.
Oh, yeah.
And if other people are touched by it and it, you know, they vibe with it, that's all it's about.
So I showed my mom the Shabooms today.
No, you didn't.
It is the very first thing I have ever showed her that I've been introduced to through the show or anything that we've done or been associated. She was like, "I really like that."
That's
so
awesome.
Every time I've ever shown her anything that we do or with my rap song, she's like, "That's terrible."
Her own son recorded a rap song and she shit on it, but he played your song and she loves it.
Loves the Shabooms.
Well, you know, I think it's sort of because it's like a throwback kind of sound, so it's like accessible. I think
Yeah.
for older people.
Well, and it's good.
But then if you
so
really
that-
listen, well, thanks. If you really listen to the lyrics, we're not really.
Oh no, it's funny because when you guys did Leon the Hustler last night,
Yeah.
I turned to one of my friends and I was like, that line where you go between alcohol and crack cocaine.
Yeah.
I know it was the 80s. Yeah, that line
Yeah.
always. I was like, anytime I play that song for somebody, as soon as you hit that monologue in the beginning, everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, this is gonna be a ride.
It just got real.
So it's so funny, the story behind that. So Al's, I guess his biological dad had some issues, and I'm adopted. I didn't really know the story with my real mom and my biological dad until about a couple of years ago. But we had wrote that beginning to kind of like play off the idea that our parents were shitheads.
Yeah.
You know, like they couldn't take care of their children and they did terrible things. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why they're not in our lives. And then, you know, fast forward to 2 years ago where I do a DNA test and I find out who my real dad is, and I find him and I find out that he's still a piece of shit. And it's like, oh, okay. So, and the funny thing is he listened to Leon and made a joke about, I guess you're going to find out if I'm really him or not. And I was like, really, motherfucker?
Hey, I can tell you I'm adopted as well. And
Yeah.
I found out that my father was deported for having too many children in this country.
What?
Yep,
Is
he
that
was
a
deported
thing?
back to Mexico.
See, I question that
That's
story.
incredible.
Well,
too.
he wasn't paying
I've
child
never heard of
support
that
for
law.
any of them.
Right.
So legally, he wasn't here. Like, he wasn't here legally. He didn't have a green card, anything. So
But I
they
don't think it said
deported him
on
back.
paper anywhere you had too many kids. We're sending you back.
He owed too much money, okay?
Funny story, the entire population of Albuquerque, her dad.
Chihuahua. Chihuahua, Mexico is all her dad. Return to country of origin, please.
Oh, man.
The stamp right on her.
Oh man. So Bren, did you catch any of the crazy shit last night? Like with the people,
Which one? Which crazy shit?
the lady, the sword swallower.
Oh my! Oh yeah. I saw the sword swallower. I thought you were talking about the drama.
Oh, I didn't see any drama. Did you see some?
Okay. I know a little tea. I'm not going to spill it.
Oh, okay,
though.
that's fine. Yeah, we don't need to spill that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
A little tea. That's what I thought you were referring to.
Oh
So
no.
like-
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
If it was something going on back in the back, no, I wouldn't have brought that up. But
Okay.
yeah, but it's funny that I was wearing a kilt last night, and then the lady who was on stilts, she had a skirt on, and her skirt came down to like eye level for me, and I'm like, it made me
God.
feel better because I'm like, if anyone's getting looked. Someone's looking up their skirt tonight. It's not gonna be me. Like I'm 5.5 feet tall.
got
She
pretty
had
close.
booby shorts on. I ended up having to help her because I guess she fell or something.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then like I was helping her in the back, like put her stuff back on, and she was talking to me. And anyway, long story short, I was just like, "Oh, you're wearing shorts. That's a good thing," you know.
I was going to say, you said help everything back on. Did she like fall down and all her clothes fell off? I didn't know that
Well,
was
the
a
stilts
thing.
probably
So
fell off.
I missed the fall itself. I had to deal with the aftermath of it, and that's sort of segueing into what I didn't want to talk about. But
Oh,
Just blew all her clothes right off.
it was much like a Humpty Dumpty story. Yeah.
yes,
Except for instead of all the king's men, it was just Miss Bren.
Like grabbing a tiara.
Aw.
she definitely flagged me down and was like, I need help." I'm like, ah.
It's like you look
Why
like a helpful
did you
type.
choose me?
Yeah. I'm like the last person you want to help you get on the scope. I literally like ran into the other room and I'm like, I think I need a man. Maybe 2 men.
Who
I
knows
can't do
stilts?
this. Yeah, I can't do that.
Anybody here ever done drywall?
Is there a carpenter in the house? There was 2 stilt walkers, right?
Yeah.
There was the demon
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
and the chick that was kind of
The
hot.
creepy guy, what was so funny about him is he would lean down and talk to you in your ear. Like but he would only tell you his Instagram handle. That's all he would say. And it was like dark stilter or something like that.
Yeah, you go there. There's just a black square and it plays and it says, "You're next. You're next. You're next."
Oh no. That would be creepy.
Full
Yeah.
marketing.
But what was really funny is when he would lean down and tell you that, the voice doesn't match what you're looking at.
I wouldn't think it would.
It was like Ned Flanders in there.
I kissed him and his lips were really dry. You gotta use some chapstick or something.
It's pretty hot down in hell, like, wherever he's from.
Oh
He
my
sticks his
God.
tongue right through the mask.
He did that. He did that.
Oh my God.
But I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah,
He didn't fall down.
Well, apparently he didn't fall off his stilts. So,
that we know of.
well, true.
Hey,
Right.
you mentioned you had a couple kids. How old are they?
Oh, I have one.
Oh, you
and
did one?
Yeah, he just turned 2, and he's going through his magical terrible 2s
Oh,
phase.
you just wait till he gets to 3. It's a lot worse.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I saw some
No, yeah.
meme today on Facebook that said, like, "Don't worry, your 3-year-old is not a terrorist and he won't stay like this," or something like that. So,
Man.
yeah.
So just to catch you, Owen and Brittany have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old
3-year-old.
and a 5-month-old.
Yes.
He's about to
Wow.
be 4, so I think we're coming down to the ending of the
We're in the Y stage.
I don't know, judging by
Why?
the fight story.
And
Oh,
then
Lord.
and then when I tell him that I'm gonna like turn off his TV or take his tablet, he's like, "Mama, you're under arrest. You're under arrest." And I'm like, I don't understand this.
That is so endearing. And
It's
so
cute.
I'll have to look into it, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the authority to do that.
Also, be careful of him watching Bluey because he might ask you if you have butt worms. That was a question we got the other night.
So I think the show that he's watched since literally the beginning is Bluey. So what he does now, he knows because he's learning how to talk. So his words are still a little jumbly, but he actually acts out the scenes as they are. So So he started saying, "Oh, I know," and I'm looking at Nick, and I'm like, "Where the hell did he get that from?" Because he didn't get it from me. And we're watching Bluey one day, and it's when Bluey goes, "Oh, I know," and he says it right along with her. So I think we're too far gone. We're too far gone.
That's great.
Well, we don't totally know there was an episode with buttworms. Just one day, he comes up to us like the other day, and he's like, "Do I have buttworms or something like this?" And we're like, "What are you talking about?"
Odd subject for a
Exactly.
child show.
But the way he said it with an English accent. So we're
Fun.
Father, do I have buttworms?
yeah, you don't understand. Bluey. They
They're
speak
Australian. Yeah.
Okay, it was an Australian accent that he was trying to do.
Well,
Hey, Father, I got buttworms.
Yes, that's what it was.
well, I mean, the more important question would be: has he been dragging his asshole across the carpet?
No.
I've been watching.
Because I had a dog once that did that, and he had butt worms.
Yes.
But
man.
he's also at the stage of like his hand talks every so often, and that hand is named Sean. So he has
He has Sean.
Yes,
I
he
haven't
has
seen this
Sean.
I love it.
I've seen it a couple of times. He comes up with different names every so often, and he's like, Fred doesn't like that, and I'm like, okay, I'm glad Fred doesn't like that. Cool.
It's all fun and games till you guys figure out you got a motherfucker living in your attic. And Jackson's the only one he'll talk to. That's what you're gonna find out.
He hasn't done any of this kind of crazy stuff with me yet, so I can't wait.
But you don't completely understand what he's saying half the time.
Yeah,
So.
that's true, and I don't. I don't care. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. All right.
Man. So yeah, we were discussing earlier today about doing the show because we talked about it before Jesto came. I'm like, yeah, we'll do the show on Sunday afterwards, and then the text group was like, well, I'm okay if you're okay. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's the actual St. Patty's Day today, so I'm like, I got some Guinness. We'll just do the show and figure out where everybody else is at.
Hell yeah.
I know I didn't leave. I went to the after party at Burton's with the Discord group, and I didn't leave there until it closed. So we closed that place down. And, like, I haven't been out till, like, bar closing time, except for, like, on tour or stuff like that, in a really long time. So that was, like, definitely waking up this morning, and I was like, oh, man.
I really appreciated the concert last night, and like everybody stuck to kind of like their time frame, and they didn't like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, so the funny thing is, we were trying to get. This is actually the second time that we played the Plaza in like a couple of weeks. So we went over our time the first time. We had some technical difficulties, and I was just like, all right, we can't do that again. Cool. But then Sabrina's like, oh, you guys can play like a 30, maybe a 40, maybe a 42. I was just like, wait, hold on. Yeah. I was like, what's it going to be? And so we were like, 30 minutes was perfect. So
No, your set flew by. It was to me anyway. It was like you just started.
Right.
But my old manness like wanted to get home with the kids and shit and just go to
His
sleep.
bedtime is 8
So
o'clock.
after Young Tape's very first song, Owen looks at me and he goes, "So is that it for the first band?"
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, "No, you can't leave yet."
I was kidding. I know they sang like
You
3
were
or 4.
100% not.
Well, no, but
kidding.
here's the thing. Owen was raised by his grandparents, so he's 85 in dog years already. So
We would have dinner at
He goes to
4:30.
bed at 5. Exactly.
Yes,
If I could.
every time we have a podcast
Yeah.
event, he's like, "This is gonna be tough. It doesn't start till 7." And I'm like,
It's true.
So my trumpet player's dad actually came to sound check because 9 o'clock was too late for him. And he's never seen us before, so he just came, saw us do that one song for sound check, and was like, "You guys are great," and left.
I want to take naps with that dude. Afternoon nap.
Yeah, but I can tell
He
you.
was like, Oh man, it was great.
Owen didn't get a nap.
He had so much fun. Oh no,
Owen did not get a nap yesterday whatsoever. Every time, I even ran to the store to get diapers and whatnot, like hoping that he could like lay down. No, his grandmother was like, asking him about this, talking about the baby. She likes that being on the floor, huh?
Oh man.
Not my grandmother, the baby, but anyway. Whatever. All right. When's the next Shaboom concert? If anybody's out there listening, want to catch the next one, like me, I actually kind of want. My girl here says she wants to go out more often, thanks to how great things were last night.
So there's some mumblings of us playing Judsons live, I believe in May. But we are. I mean, I think we're playing Rock Pit Brewing 420.
Oh, wow.
Like a Soto thing. It's not confirmed yet.
Orlando.
Yeah. So that's not confirmed yet, but I think that's what we're going to be at.
That'd be fucking great.
But worst case scenario, just follow the Facebook page because I don't book the band like Al, and we have people for that and stuff. So I never know what's going on. They just tell me where to be, and I show up.
Hey, what time? what to dress like?
The last show before this one, didn't you guys open for Here Comes the Mummies, right?
Yes, at the Plaza.
Oh yeah, that's great. That show would have been one to see. And are you guys still doing stuff with the B-52s?
So no, because I think they pretty much retired.
Okay. Yeah.
That was 2017. It was such a great year.
Oh yeah. That was when you guys first got picked up for all the national stuff, right?
Yeah, we did the Tiny Desk thing, and I mean, at this point, I was only in the band 2 years, maybe, fully officially, and we had put out the EP, and we had done a couple of music videos. So, it's like then COVID happened, and we literally just put out our record, toured, and then shut down and all that shit. So it was like we had to kind of start all over again.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of people don't realize that it's like once you're not in everybody's faces, it's like, okay, on to the next thing.
Yeah.
So we're working on that now. We had these videographers last night to get some content for us because we're just, we're old. We don't know how to TikTok. We don't know how to do any of that shit. So you gotta hire someone to do it.
You don't look that old. You're not as old as us.
I mean,
she's not as old as us.
I'll be 40 in July, but I just don't have the patience for the social media. I just don't.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Anybody who can't TikTok should be proud of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I probably can if I sit down with it, and it's probably easy as shit. I just don't have the patience to sit there and painstakingly edit and on my phone. Get out of here. Absolutely not.
I might not be able to TikTok, but I can tell time on a damn clock that TikToks.
There you go. Exactly.
Again, old man shit.
You just want to say that. What the fuck?
Go on Facebook. It's the Shabooms, sh-booms. There's
and Instagram too.
There's the Shabooms ice cream. That's nothing to do with you, huh?
So, it's so funny. Kevin said yesterday, it's in Davenport, and we've never been. So we were literally we literally talked about just going there one day, rolling up and doing like a quick little photo shoot for fun.
Exactly.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. All right. Yeah.
But it was crazy. I never knew that Al named the band after Shabooms from East Down and Bound until like a couple of months ago.
Oh, really?
That was
no idea.
Going to lead into my question. Where did you get the name from? So it's East Down and Bound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's great. That's such a great show.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool.
Man, and then what's funny is when that show was on, that was when Al was still in Mumsy.
Right.
And I remember watching that show at Chris Ray's house, and that's when I became obsessed with it. So it makes sense. It all maths out there.
It all makes sense. I never asked him.
And it makes sense. We're a pop culture show, and they're a pop culture reference. They're right there in their name, the band name. Anyway, it's fucking awesome. Hey, you did a great job last night. I can't wait to see y'all again.
Definitely come through.
I am following you on Facebook now. I did that while we were talking. So I don't know what that means because I don't check my Facebook all that often. But
I mean, we post up sometimes.
Every now and again.
My girl here, I'll get her to follow you as well, and she keeps me up to date with everything. So
I do.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'd love to see you guys at the next show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I had so much fun.
Awesome. And thanks for having me. This is fun.
Not a problem. Oh yeah, you anytime you have some free time, or maybe the kid's just giving you a hard time, and you just want to get out of the house, just hit me up. Maybe you can come and sit in the studio sometime.
Oh, hell,
That would be cool.
all about that. I need more me time.
Yeah, I hear you.
Awesome.
All right, well, we will definitely stay in touch and be there for that next show. So
Thank you so much for having
no
me.
problem. All right, you have a good night.
Bye.
Later.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
That was awesome. Hey, thanks for setting that up. She definitely sounds like somebody that should be way more famous, well known, I should say, than I guess just Orlando. She should be.